Hi, RD Barry here. Welcome to episode 5 in my Let's Play of Final Fantasy XII. I just noticed there's now a Chocobo rental spot here. I'm pretty sure it's still pretty pricey here. Yeah, you don't actually fly or ride, but whatever. 500, yeah, it's more than we can afford at this point, I think. There will come a day when these are useful because you can skip through tedious battles using using the chocobo, but because monsters don't attack for some reason, usually at least. Anyway, let's and what's going on over here? I don't know. Oh, nothing. Oh, all right. Yeah. All right. So the next thing we need to do is go talk to old Dalan. Let's go this way. And let's use, we need to get to the, we need to get to Lowtown, which is, yeah, random Moogle there. I believe the entrance is, okay, we've got shops. There's like a staircase icon there. So I'll just keep going until I see that. Thought there was a staircase icon. Maybe it's, oh, we've gone past it. Okay, so I guess it's not on the screen. Yeah. At least not on the MIDI map. There it is. Alright. Stair to Lowtown. Once you find it, it's pretty self-explanatory. And this is where all the, if you remember, this is where all the Rabanasтрans live now. Only the Imperials and their friends live in the upper part of the city now. And we need to get to old Dalan, and I think that's marked on the map here. Yeah, we just want to keep heading south generally. There's various shops here, items and here we go. Residence. It just says residence. Yeah, that's not the one we wanted. We wanted Dalan. So we just need to keep going south here. And that's not south. Okay. Now, one thing here is about this time that there's this thing in the game called the Zodiac Spear, and there are certain like treasure chests that you have to avoid to get it, and it's all kind of a I'm pretty sure it's really just a way of getting people to buy the official guides, because that's the kind of secret that you would only find in one of those. I don't know if they've carried that over to this version of the game or not, but official guides, you know, you'd have to pay an extra few dollars to get that information, and nowadays it's kind of free on the internet. So it's not really a thing anymore, but that's kind of I think that's the kind of thing that the Zodiac Spear is. I'm pretty sure it's like really overpowered for what it is, and it's not. It is. I don't think you're really meant to get it. So these you'll see in a lot of older guides that, oh, very important. Get the you have to follow these instructions if you don't want to miss the Zodiac Spear. And I'm thinking, no, we don't need that. If I can't beat the game without the Zodiac Spear, then I will consider myself as not having beat the game.
Come for a tip on how to secure something bigger and in armor by the East Gate?
What? You
Wow.
already heard about that?
Yeah. Okay, first of all, Vaughn's last name is not Ratsbane, contrary to what a lot of people think. That's just Dalan's joke because we started the game with Vaan killing some rats, and Dalan is just teasing him a bit by calling him Ratsbane. It's not his last name. Anyway.
Wise I may not be, but well
Yeah.
informed I am.
They'll get what's coming to them someday. Believe me.
Yeah, we'll
But
see
that's
about
not why
that.
I'm here.
Do tell.
I want to know how to sneak into the palace. They've got to have some great stuff in there.
Wow.
Thought I'd partake.
Not one to mince words, are you, boy? The Empire protects all that's hers, and that means the palace and all the treasures inside.
That's why I'm gonna do it. To take back what's ours.
So, our champion of the sewers aspires to noble action. Admirable. Perhaps I can help you.
Yeah.
Ah, now that I think on it, there was a rumor. Yes, a secret passageway into the palace vaults, a door, and a magic stone that opens the way.
That's it. This is exactly why I came to talk to you first, Dalan. So, where's this, magic stone?
Oh, yeah.
I've had it for years.
I have one
If
lying
can
around. Don't
remember
worry about
where
it.
I've tucked it away.
Okay, so it's the Crescent Stone. It's called the Crescent Stone. And the upshot is that it's useless as is, and we need to power it up to turn it into a sunstone, or it uses sunstones to power it up. Otherwise, it's just sort of inert. And we need to go to the Giza Plains to do that. Speak with the nomads, right? Leave by the south gate. Continue south. Yeah, it's going to be marked on the map anyway. There are likely to be beasts on the plains, so yeah, of course there are. Right. Okay. So let's check the map again. So the next is better head down to the village in or on Giza Plains. So that's gonna be, and well, I guess we can't go there directly, but maybe if I try the world map. Well, it doesn't matter. We can just we'll see the map when we get there, I guess. Yeah. Right. Hang a right here, and I'm practically at Southgate. That'll be easy, yeah. Instead of doing that, though, there's one thing I wanted to do first. Simply because I have played this game before and know some of the things that should be done. Let's go back up to the upper... So I'm not going to go by the route that he's talking about. I'm just going to go my own way here. Right. So I wanted to go south and then east to the central plaza here, or the southern plaza, whatever it's called. Here it is. And I'm looking for a Moogle, and I didn't think of this before, otherwise I would have stopped here before, but I didn't think of it. I'm looking for a Moogle. There he is. Cartographers Guild. And basically they sell maps of various areas, and the ones that you can afford are probably the ones you should buy. We don't need the Dalmasca Wester Sand, and sure enough it is more than we can afford at the moment, but we are heading toward the Giza Plains, so it will be helpful to have that map at least. Yeah. Right. So, I think... Yeah, we don't want any more. The next one to buy is obviously the Ester Sand, but, and the reason we didn't buy this before going to the Ester Sand before was, we couldn't, I don't think it was available. We didn't have to go very far to, in there anyway, so, it didn't really matter. Let's go to the world map. So now Giza Plains shows up, even though we haven't actually been there yet. We can look at, what's going on. We want to head to that central area there. All the other places we visit are there. Notice that Dalmasca Ester Sand, since we have not bought the map, all we get to see is where is the places we've been already. So we just have a little chunk of that at the moment. Anyway, let's get out of there and head south head to the south gate, which is going to be to the south, which I believe is over this way. There we go. Okay, and this is a save crystal, only it's orange, so it's actually a teleport crystal. It works like a save crystal, except you can also use it as a fast travel point. To do that, you need a teleport stone. We already got one of those from the clan, or the... Well, I should say the hunters... or guild, or whatever it is. So I'm not going to do that right now. I am going to save our progress, though. Okay. And let's head out and see what we have in terms of enemies out here. I assume they're pretty much the same as, maybe it's like a level higher than the ones in the Ester Sand. Giza Plains. And we get the, the usual cutscene. Let's go ahead and grab that treasure. Yeah. And what is that there? Hyena. Oh, you know what? Let me make sure, make sure my, oh, everything was removed when I, changed jobs, so, probably, that's why everything got deleted there. Let's go ahead and equip that armlet too, because that's not gonna hurt. And the village, let's see, I think it's just sort of directly south. We've got some neutral creatures here, and I think I'm gonna leave them alone for now. As I recall, they're kind of a pain to deal with. I don't know if they beat us or what the deal is, but and we need to find a save crystal because our health is lower than it ought to be. But let's go ahead and try stealing from that. No, not from them. Or wow, not from that guy. The hyena. Okay, let's try that again. Firestone. So these guys are fire-based. We can track that for later, but meantime, let's go ahead and attack. And I assume it's not going to be too difficult to battle, and we're heading for the village where I assume there's going to be a alright, cotton cap. That's interesting. Probably we'll use that at some point, but so it's just one thing less to buy, I think. But I don't think Vaan can equip it with his current job. I believe this Moogle is. Let's see. Okay. Right. Right. So we're in the dry season, and there's also a wet season. The monsters or the enemies in the wet season are much more much higher level, but that's okay because we're not going to get there very soon anyway. Yeah, don't mess around with the big lightning balls. Okay. Advice to remember. And is there a, let's see if this, let's see what this is in this shop here. Okay, so wow, we've already got a dagger. I don't think we can use any of this other stuff. Maybe the broadsword, but yeah, swords 1. I don't think we've got swords 1, so we could buy it, but we can't use it without changing jobs, I think. So that's not gonna happen. Let's get out of that. Children are still, yeah. Okay. We've got wow. I can't, cockatrices. Yeah. And right. Um. So these are, yeah. Well, they are what they are, I guess. I won't spoil anything. Let's go ahead and use that safe crystal. All right. Now, Dalan said he was giving us the, or at least lending us the, stone that we needed, but I don't see it, so I'm a little bit confused here. Yeah. Okay. Ah. Right. Ah, so okay, she's the one we were supposed to talk to. They're talking about the sunstone. They can only be made here in Giza. Right. Right. We make and sell sunstones to earn money. We need to survive. Still, we can make an arrangement. All right. Sure, I'll do that. So travel from dark crystal to dark crystal, drawing light from the crystals into the shade stones. Yeah, that's the one I thought that Dalan was going to lend us. Right, so we need to look for Jin now. He left carrying our supply of... So we're basically reduced to doing yet another errand. Alright, whatever. Find Jin and tell him to come back. Right. Right, let's talk to some of the kids here, and they may have pointers on where to look here. Oh, and there is Penelo.
What are you doing here?
I could ask you the same.
Yeah, good
Though
point.
the answer's pretty clear. No good.
Yeah, fair
What?
enough.
I'm being good.
Not really.
Is that right. So then you wouldn't mind if I, say, tagged along, would you?
Huh?
Oh, don't worry. Miguelo's busy with preparations for the fete up at the palace. Why, I'm free for the whole day.
Wow.
Well, let's get going.
Okay. So, at least for the moment, Penelo is in our party, and I think that shows up in the party menu. That's R. So we've got, both Vaan and Penelo, and I think we can get her stats. Let's see what she has. Let's see what she has equipped at the moment. Okay, dagger, cotton cap, and cotton shirt. All right. Yeah, alright. And I suppose we could choose a job for her at this point, but I'm not going to do that. But let's see if that is at least possible here. Licenses. Yeah. Yeah, we haven't chosen a job for her, and I'll think about that off screen, what I want her to be. Or I could just, I don't know, just choose one at random. I don't know. I don't think certain combinations would make a lot of sense. I always kind of consider her sort of in a healer role, at least when I was playing this on the PlayStation 2. So probably not a white mage, but something at least with somebody with at least some white magic abilities. We'll have to see. All right. Anyway, I'll think about that and come back to it later. Anyway, so and I guess the idea is we need to find what's his name, the kid who went missing, and we need to talk to some of the other kids. Right. Jin, right. Still hasn't come back to camp. Yeah, okay, so where did he go? Yeah, alright. Anything more specific than that? Really? Yeah. Okay, so they were in a fight, and then a werewolf came, and yeah, there's werewolves in this area. We do not want to tangle with them, I'm pretty sure. Any other kids we can talk to, really? About this, yeah. A Jin in the south part of the plains. The Crystal Glade. Right. Okay. Right. Alright, so it's to the south, and let's check at the map to find the best route there. Just head into the Giza Plain and wind your way south. Alright. That's probably good enough instructions, but anyway. Right. Since monsters seem to... yeah. Alright, let's check the map. Crystal Glade is gonna be... oh, right there. Alright. So we could go either east or west, but either way, we need to follow that by going south. And now we've got Penelo with us. We can tackle probably a little bit higher difficulties of enemies, but we don't want to go overboard. So probably we still need to be careful about not attacking things that are gonna be too dangerous, and I'm pretty sure the werewolves are one of those things, or on that list somewhere. Oh yeah. Let me give you these before we go. There are all sorts of monsters. You can never be too careful. Okay. Alright. Potions and Phoenix down. Good to have. Right. So, okay, so now she's going to talk about party and anything we can do with an individual we can do with a party. It's just you have to select which person to give instructions to. Right. So, Penelo's gonna do her thing. We don't have to worry about her too much, but if we want to tell her to do something that she's not doing, then we can. Right. We can change leaders. Yeah. All that fun stuff. If you don't want me to fight on my own, you can always turn my gambits off. Alright, so this is the first time they're mentioning gambits. And pretty sure we're going to get that added to our party menu. Yeah, or our battle menu, actually. Okay. Let's take a look at that. Yeah. Right. Gambits. Oh. Turn gambits. Well, let's see. Yeah, her gambits are on. Vaan's gambits are off, so we have to tell him what to do each time. I have a feeling we can't change Penelo's gambits at the moment. Basically, gambits are a list of instructions, attack under certain conditions, that kind of thing. And it really helps automate battle, but I think at the moment we can't really change her what she's doing, but we can tell her to do something if she's not doing what we want. Let's go ahead and yeah. There we go. Alright. And the EXP we get is divided by 2 because there's 2 people in our party, so that was really more like 8 or 9 than 4. And let's just continue going south. And I am going to try to avoid some of the stronger monsters here, or creatures. I believe that Urstrix might. I think we'll be better off just trying to avoid that at the moment. Stick to the hyenas if possible. Oh, no. Okay. Well, that didn't work out. Let's... Alright, let's have Penelo, make sure Penelo is attacking the same one we are. Okay. See, there's the strategy. We attack one enemy at a time, so that way we're not. That reduces the numbers, so we can defeat the other ones more easily instead of having to like divide our attacks. Let's go ahead and deal with the other guy. And let's do a steal on him just to see what we get. First stone, okay. Large feather. That orange glow means he's at critical health, by the way, and that might mean that they're gonna do a special attack or something, but I think in this case that's not a big concern. Okay. Yeah, see, that was a little bit tougher than we should really deal with at the moment. Let's see. So Penelo does not have any healing ability right at the moment. Anyway. So we're still... I think my recollection is in the PlayStation version she had a cure right away. So I was kind of counting on that, but I guess that's not a thing. Let's go ahead and... well, yeah, I think we're going to need to use a potion. We've got plenty of potions. Let's see. Let's make sure we're not getting lost here, because that would be bad. Yeah, we want to go west and then south and then east. All right. So this way. Oh. Let's go ahead and steal from that guy. Wild snake. Alright, I'm gonna throw Penelo a potion. Alright. And I think what I'm going to do... Okay, first of all, I'm going to throw myself a potion. And what I remember about wild snakes is they only spawn in this one tiny little area. So, and there's reasons to try to do enemies, or specific enemies, more than once, but it's kind of annoying in that case because that enemy only appears in that one location. You have to kind of really keep returning there to get that information. Let me check the map again here. Yeah, we're fine. Probably don't want to go that way. And I'm going to avoid the rabbits. Still heading the right way. Yes. Okay. So I believe this is the Crystal Glade. There is Jin, yeah. Yeah. Right. Okay. That was a fast heal. If its leg is really bad. Nope. Okay. Right. Yeah, we need a sunstone. Right. Oh, so we're gonna get the shade stone. We have to turn it into a sunstone by ourselves. We'll do that. Okay, finally got a shade stone. I really thought Dalan was gonna do that, but I guess he just tells us about it. Right. So we look for the glowing crystal and apply the shade stone, and it will gradually absorb the power and turn into a sunstone. See upshot? There are glowing crystals all over the place, but you have to run the gauntlet of hostile creatures to get to them. Right. Okay, and we've got an energy gauge to see what our progress is. Alright, so we bring it back to him. Yeah. Alright, so I'm gonna save my progress there, call it an episode, and next time we will go continue to explore Giza. You want to say Gaza, which is totally different. And we'll get the sunstone, hopefully, and then continue on. I don't think we're going to let Penelo know what our plans are with that sunstone. Anyway, hope you'll join me for that, and until then, bye.